The rain fell in sheets across the ruins of New Geneva, mixing with the ash that still drifted from the burned-out sectors. Alex Chen pulled his collar tighter, the synthetic fibers doing little against the acidic drizzle that had become commonplace since the Confederation's orbital bombardment 3 years ago. His cybernetic leg clicked with each step, a constant reminder of the war that had stolen his humanity piece by piece. He shouldn't have been in Sector 7. The district was officially condemned, marked red on every municipal database. But Alex came here when the memories got too loud, when Jennifer's face, frozen in that last moment before the plasma blast, haunted him beyond endurance. Out here, among the skeletal buildings and twisted metal, he could pretend the universe made some kind of sense. That's when he saw her. The alien woman was huddled beneath a collapsed overpass, her four-armed frame wrapped around something small. At first, Alex's hand went to his sidearm, muscle memory from 20 years of combat kicking in. Vryn, the species that had allied with the Confederation, that had helped rain fire on Earth's outer colonies. He'd killed dozens of them. But this one wasn't attacking. She was shivering. Alex watched from the shadows, rain streaming down his face. The Vryn female was emaciated, her chitinous plates dull and cracked. She held a tiny bundle against her torso, and even from this distance, Alex could see the gentle rocking motion, the universal gesture of a mother soothing her child. His finger touched the trigger guard. One shot. Justice for Jennifer, for the millions who died. The alien began to hum, a strange, melodic sound that carried over the rainfall. She shifted, and Alex saw what she was doing. Using a small medical injector, she was feeding the infant, her movements careful and practiced despite her obvious weakness. The baby, barely larger than a human fist, made small chirping sounds. Alex's grip on the weapon loosened. He should leave, walk away. This wasn't his problem. The Vryn had made their choice when they'd sided with the Confederation. Every single one of them was complicit in the death of... The mother stumbled, nearly dropping the infant. She caught herself against the concrete, all four arms trembling. The baby began to cry, a high-pitched keening that cut through the rain like a blade. "Damn it!" Alex muttered. He stepped out from cover, his boots splashing in the contaminated puddles. The Vryn woman's head snapped up, her compound eyes widening. She clutched the infant tighter, backing against the wall. Her translator chip crackled to life. "Please," she said, her voice a rasp. "Not the child. Take me, but not—" "I'm not here to kill you," Alex said, surprised by his own words. He holstered his weapon and raised his hands. "You need help." The alien stared at him, mandibles clicking in confusion. "You are... human. Soldier. The markings on your coat..." "Were," Alex cut her off. "I was a soldier. Now I'm just someone trying to survive, same as you." He approached slowly, hands still visible. Up close he could see the radiation burns along her carapace, the way her breathing came in shallow gasps. The infant in her arms was wrapped in a torn piece of thermal blanket, its small body unnaturally still. "How long since you've eaten?" Alex asked. 4 days. "But the baby? I have 3 more doses of formula. She will survive. And you won't." It wasn't a question. The Vryn mother's eyes dimmed. "I know." Alex felt something crack inside his chest, some calcified piece of his heart that he'd thought was dead since Jennifer's funeral. He reached into his pack and pulled out a protein bar, one of his last. "Here." She didn't take it. "Why would you help us? My people. The Confederation." "Your people?" Alex laughed bitterly. "Did you fire those orbital cannons? Did you order the bombardment?" "No, but..." "Then you're not your people. You're just someone who got caught in the same meat grinder as the rest of us." He pushed the protein bar into one of her hands. "Eat. The kid needs you alive." While she ate, Alex examined the infant. The small Vryn was breathing, but barely. He recognized the symptoms from his combat medic training. Malnutrition, exposure, early-stage radiation poisoning. "There's a refugee camp," he said, 15 kilometers north. They have medical facilities, food, shelter. It's not perfect, but it's better than dying in the rain. The mother's translator crackled. "They would not accept us. We are." "They would." Alex pulled out his veteran's ID card, the one that still granted him certain privileges despite his discharge. "Not if I vouch for you." "I do not understand. Your mate. I can smell the memorial ash on your clothing. You lost someone to this war. Why help the enemy?" Alex looked at the infant, at its tiny, helpless form. He thought of Jennifer, of the child they'd planned to have after the war, the child that would never exist. "Because hope has to start somewhere," he said quietly. "And maybe if we can save one innocent life, all of this wasn't for nothing." The Vryn mother's compound eyes glistened with something that might have been tears. "My name is Kriala, and my daughter, her name is Jennifer." Alex froze. "What?" "I found a memorial stone in the rubble for Jennifer Chen, beloved wife. I thought it was a beautiful name." The universe tilted. Alex closed his eyes, feeling the rain wash over him, mingling with tears he didn't know he could still cry. "Yeah," he managed. "It is." He helped Kriala to her feet, supporting her weight as they began the long walk north. The rain continued to fall, washing the ash from the ruins, from the past, from two broken souls who'd found something unexpected in the darkness. Hope, fragile and improbable. But hope, nonetheless. Behind them, the ruins of New Geneva stood silent, and ahead, somewhere beyond the rain, a future neither of them had expected waited to be written.